Welcome back to the channel, folks. The following video is just a simple DIY video on replacing the anode rod in your water heater. There's plenty of stuff for the Flex coming up and potentially some stuff for the i3 as well. I decided to release this video here in July because, well, it's July. It's the middle of the year. People are out creating new memories with friends and family and colleagues. They're experiencing new experiences. People are out doing something. They're not paying attention to these things. That's my opinion anyway. I decided to release the video though because I also have an internal goal to release a video a month, to try to do 12 videos a year, and I've yet to reach that goal. So this is to work towards that goal. I hope you guys enjoy. Oh, 5:23. Always document what you did so that you know later on if it was ever done or not. As mentioned, this month's video is replacing the anode rod in your water heater. A very simple, very easy DIY project to do for the homeowner. But before you get started on that, you want to assess your project so that you know what you're getting involved with. And you're not making 500,000 trips to the hardware store to get what you need. Guilty. When you're assessing the project for this anode replacement, you want to see the environment that your water heater is in. You might have an open environment like mine where everything's easily accessible. You might be smashed into a utility closet and you might not have access back here to get it. You might have stuff on either side and you can only get to the rod from like right here. You want to assess that. You want to know what type of water heater you have, whether it's gas/propane or if you have an electric, so that you know how to turn the water heater off, turn the heating element off. The supply, the water supply, you want to know what kind of valve it has. I have a ball valve, very simple, but you might have this kind of valve, and those are notorious for disintegrating and either not closing or not opening. And if you have to replace that, then you might have to cut out piping, and your project just kind of got expanded beyond replacing the rod. You also want to make sure that the water heater actually drains, because depending on the tank that you have and the age of the tank, the valve may or may not open. You also want a new rod. Now, these you can pick up at your big box hardware store. They come in two different metals, aluminum or magnesium, and they come in various lengths. You can also get them online. You're also going to need a 1 1/16 socket to remove the old rod and to put the new one in, and either a breaker bar, a rather large one, or an electric impact wrench like I used later in the video. You're also going to want some pipe dope or thread tape as well. Now that you have assessed your project, moving forward, once you have all that, is pretty straightforward. To get started, you want to cut the water supply to the tank, and you also want to open the hot water side of any faucet in the home. And then you want to go and you want to open up your drain so that you can drain the water heater out. You can go down halfway, or you can use it as an opportunity to drain the tank all the way. It's generally recommended to drain these out once a year. You're the homeowner, you make that decision, but you don't have to drain it all the way to replace the rod. You can go halfway. Before you drain, you want to turn off the gas supply, turn the pilot light off so it's not heating, or go to the breaker and cut the breaker off for the electric elements. So that way, when you do drain it, the tank doesn't kick on and want to heat empty air and potentially burn out your element. Now, we're going to pick up in the following clip of me with you over here to my right and I'm removing the old rod and putting the new one in. Hence why I have this. Hey, it's bright and it's magnetic. Watch that fall right on my head. Yeah. If it works, it works. Although it's kind of in my big ass head's in the way. There we go. So there's my rod. Now, I know these are 1 1/16. So let's see if I can get this. Well, I wonder if I have to pry this up and out of the way, because this socket won't go down in there. What am I stepping on? Oh, my air hose. We don't need that. So I wonder if I can gingerly. This cap isn't coming undone. Oh, kind of is. You know, when I installed this, I should have had some forward thinking about where this rod's going to be at and how much access I'm going to have to it. But that was easy. Aha. Okay. Now, 1/2-inch breaker bar. Well, 1/2-inch ratchet. Pretty big one. We're going to try the easy way first. But I have a feeling this isn't going to work. Oh my God. What the? Okay. This might be a challenge, because I don't really have leverage on this water heater because it's not bolted to the floor. It's just sitting here by gravity. And I have my flex lines right here. I know. Flex lines, you probably just do straight copper, straight in the pipe. I'm a DIY, not a professional plumber. So I do what's within my budget. Oh my God. And I can't really put too much torque on this because I don't want to break anything. Literally. I already broke a bolt repairing a previous project. I don't feel like breaking another bolt. Oh my God. Okay. That's not going to work at the moment. Give me back my socket. We're going to try the impact. We are on power mode 3, compact impact. That was loud. Let's get some ear protection now. Well, it worked. Although my water heater is completely empty, so maybe to cut down on that noise, probably keep the water heater half full. That may cut down on the hollow noise. Now I'm just going to use well, that was easy. Something tells me I should have removed the heat thing. The exhaust plenum right here. Make this job a little bit easier on myself. And after 5 years, this is what the rod looks like. Actually, I had thought, ow, and ow, it would have been gone. They don't have thread sealant on the end of it. They just have some pipe dope. But I would thought it would have been gone. The thing is that I'm going to have to trim mine down a little bit, because I don't know if you're going to be able to see. Here's the one I bought, and here's the one that came out of the water heater. So we're a little bit short. Well, this one's too long. And I already have this out now, so it's just going to stay out. But it's still there. She's still solid. Probably done this too early. But it looks like the end of this, where the rod connects to the bolt, looks like it's starting to wear away. And if this goes, then this whole rod would go down into the tank. So maybe I made the right decision. So for my new rod, because it's too long, And because it's aluminum, I'm going to take off this last chunk right here, if I can bend it. Like so. So, I have my new shorted rod, which lined up with the current one isn't quite the same length. As we can see here, the old one's on the bottom, the new one's on top. I guess I could have got the cutoff wheel and cut the aluminum, but it was, to me, it was just easier to break the rod right here. Now, I don't know if that one was magnesium, because there's two different types of these. This is aluminum and you have magnesium. The aluminum one's cheaper. That part I don't know, but I figured, why the hell not, right? And probably clean these threads up a little bit because there's pipe dope in there. Flush my tank out. And then I'm going to put some thread tape, Teflon tape, on the threads in the direction of the threads. So I'm using thread tape on the end of my threads, going around a couple times. Rather not use thread tape. Seems to be a very hotly debated topic online. Whether you do or you don't. Some do, some don't. Those that don't say the thread tape may interfere with the connectivity between the rod and the tank. Some say using thread tape, that when you screw this in, the torque that you apply the anode rod to, the threads will cut through the tape, thereby giving you the connectivity between the tank and the rod. And some say you also use pipe dope. I don't have any pipe dope on me. I'm not that experienced, so I'm just doing the thread pipe because it is a pipe connection to me. And then I'm just going to torque this in. Let's not hit the gas line. That's pretty tight, actually. So now I'm just gonna that looks to be pretty good, but I can still torque it down with my strength. So I would probably suggest don't go any more than what your strength is, which to me that'd be about right there. All right. Now I'm just going to put this little trim piece back in. And we're done. Once you have the new one installed, then you can reverse the procedure that you did before. When you drain the tank, you want to fill the tank halfway. Well, you want to close your drain valve, and then you want to fill the tank at least halfway before you reignite your pilot light or before you turn the breaker back on. That way, the heating element isn't heating an empty tank and potentially burn out your element. And you're going to want to leave your faucet on until there's actually water coming out of the faucet as your tank is filling back up. And, well, that's it. Thank you for watching my YouTube channel, folks. For more great content, click here for the Flex, click here for the i3, click here to subscribe. And I will see all of you in the next video.